exceptional class. I will now welcome Cassandra Boley, 2025 Student Council Vice President, as she leads us in the pledges to the United States flag and the Texas flag.
Please stand and join me in the pledge to the United States flag and the Texas flag, followed by the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. You may be seated. Please welcome Tayshawn McAdams, 2025 Student Council Treasurer, to welcome and introduce our distinguished guests.
We are pleased to have the following representatives of the Denton Independent School District with us this morning. Please hold your applause until all guests are presented. Denton Independent School District Board of Trustees, Barbara Burns, President, Mia Price, Vice President, Cheryl English, Secretary, Charles Stafford, and Laura Tays. Denton Independent School Administration, Dr. Susanna Obera, Superintendent, Dr. Jeremiah Thompson, Deputy Superintendent, and Lucy Schultz, Area Superintendent. LaGrone Academy Administrators, Marcus Borland, Principal, Ben Oschlager, Assistant Principal, LaGrone Academy Counselors, Amy Williams, Susan Reyes, and LaGrone Academy Valedictorian, Demi Sedler, and LaGrone Academy Salutatorian, Lillian Larimore, and our faculty announcer for the morning, Mr. Shane Wright.
Students were given the opportunity to select a faculty member to walk with them in the commencement ceremony and are sitting with them now. At this time, would the teachers and staff of honor please stand up to be recognized? Thank you for being a part of our graduation ceremony. You may be seated. We would also like to recognize LaGrone Academy's Teacher of the Year, Amanda Helms. Would you please stand up to be recognized? We thank you for your dedication to the students of LaGrone Academy, Ms. Helms. LaGrone Academy selected 5 graduates for academic achievement or outstanding accomplishments. These students each selected one educator of influence who had an important impact in their education. These teacher and staff are Rebecca Taliaferro, Marissa Moore, Christy Keene, Amanda Helms, and Robert Foster. Will you please stand up to be recognized? At this time, I would like to introduce to our salutatorian, Lillian Larimore.
Hey guys, welcome and everybody for coming and celebrating with us this big milestone. When I first got here, I barely knew anyone and I was so worried that I had just made a huge mistake by leaving all of my childhood friends behind. I'm out of breath, guys. However, not long into our junior year, I was proven wrong by not only the welcoming staff here at LaGrone, but also the strong community this school harbors. On my very first day here, I was so nervous, and the whole drive to school, my stomach was in knots. I walked in and was immediately greeted by not only the staff, but also the very enthusiastic Mr. Smith. And up until his retirement, and even still when he visits, he is still very enthusiastic. Moving from a large school where the staff overlooks you if you don't cause trouble, to one where you are known as a person and not just a face, was made fun and exciting by the energy this school's community has. Classes are engaging, and you can have more time with your teachers, and everyone is so friendly. Somebody once told me they were afraid to transfer here because all of the positivity freaked them out and reminded them of a cult. But I just think they aren't used to having teachers that show how much they love their job and care about us. None of us would have made it this far if it weren't for the people around us giving constant support and always being there. People like our teachers, our friends, and most importantly, our family are the reasons we are able to live life, have fun, and experience new things. I give my special thanks to these people, and I wouldn't have made it without y'all. Guys, I'm gonna cry. Mom, you are my biggest inspiration. You work hard and never fail to encourage and support my dreams and goals. And Bill, these dreams and goals wouldn't happen if it weren't for you constantly keeping me on top of things. Dad, you always kept art supplies at your house so I had something to do, and you did your best to keep my love for arts and crafts alive. And Bubba and Maddie, I've always enjoyed our Fridays together, and y'all brighten up the end of my dull school week. And to my nephew Calvin, your contagious smile and childlike wonder reminds me of what it's like being a kid again. You are fun to be around, and if it weren't for you, my mind would be stuck on the more stressful things in life. I would also like to thank my friends Nevaeh and Kayla. You guys make me laugh so hard, and I love joking around with y'all. Kayla, dramatic pause. You especially make my cheeks hurt. Every day you brighten it up, and I love talking with you. I also thank my teacher, Miss Golden, for not only being the best and most supportive teacher possible, but also by being a good friend. You are always there to listen and help, and I have learned more in your class than in others. You are fun, engaging, and you always bring brightness and positivity into your classroom every day. And just like your name, you are a golden ray of sunshine. You never downplayed my dream as a designer and artist, and helped to harbor that passion in me and keep it alive despite my constant art blocks. To my friends and peers, keep your head up. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. Despite all of our hopes and dreams that life is going to get easier after high school, I highly doubt that that's the case. We will still encounter roadblocks, and all we can do is adapt to the change and keep living life and learning new things. I hope us all the best in the not-so-distant future, and remember that no one builds a legacy by tearing things apart. Don't dwell on your past decisions too much and just keep chugging along. Looking back on my decisions, I wish that was my yearbook quote instead of Ricky Dicky, Doo-Dog Rhymes, boom shakalaka, boom shaka. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our valedictorian, Demi Seiler.
Thank you. Class of 2025, we made it. In the past 13 years of my education, yes, it has been 13 years, I did not think I would be giving a speech to over 100 people, including staff, students, families, and friends. The last time I did anything like this was well over 2 years ago. I would like to take a moment to thank my family for pushing me to further excel in my academics, my best friend Laz for providing me with more moral support than could be humanly possible in a given year, my job for being so accommodating to my very busy school life, and my teachers in providing me with grace, kindness, humor, and human connection that made this campus truly special. For the past 2 years I've been coming here, something has felt off. Not in a bad way, of course, but after reflecting on it, I realized I have never felt so loved. I was considered neither a statistic nor a letter on a piece of paper. My emotions, my opinions, my jokes, however bad they were actually taken into account, and I can't say just how appreciative I am of that fact. I would also like to take a moment to thank the child who sits in the back of my mind, The one who was bored by the selection of books in kindergarten. The one whose first grade teacher had to go out of her way to make sure she had books at her reading level. The one who had said books taken away in second grade multiple times because she couldn't focus on her work. The child who couldn't voice what she needed or wanted at so many points because communication is hard and exhausting for her. I want to say thank you and that we made it. I would not be the person I am today without you to be my foundation, little one. I don't have any advice for going out into the world for our class. With my brain not even finished developing for another 7 or so years, I think it's better left off to the pros. The class of 2026, though, if I have anything to say to you in the advice of school or life or anything for that matter, it's okay to make mistakes. Those stupid decisions that truly, honestly make you question just how on earth you've made it this far. Because let's face it, if you haven't made any, I don't think you've had that true high school experience. You are our future. Wear it with pride. Thank you again. Good luck into whatever field you will achieve. And remember, you will always leave a piece of yourself wherever you go with whoever you meet. The class of 2025 voted to elect a teacher to address the class during their commencement ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce Brian Grubbs, math teacher at LaGrone Academy.
Good morning! So I'd like to start this morning by asking the graduates to each raise their right hand. If you're not sure which is your right, it's okay to guess. You've got a 50-50 probability for you stats kids. Now, you may be wondering why I had you raise your hands. Is it to give a high five? To wave to friends and family in the audience? Ideally, I like to imagine that I asked a question and you all know the answer and are eager to tell me. All right, spoiler alert. What many of you don't realize is as of right now, you've crossed the line. You see, you never realize the last time you're gonna ride a bicycle with training wheels. You never realize the last time that someone's gonna have to help you tie your shoelaces. The last time a math teacher shouts good morning at you. The last time you'll step in his classroom or the last time he'll give you an instruction. But you've now experienced all of these. I'm not gonna tell you to high five your neighbor. I'm not gonna tell you to wave to your fans in the audience. I'm not even gonna tell you when you should put your hand down, because from this point on, what you choose to do with those hands is entirely up to you. A little over a decade ago, you started your educational journey. That first day in a new room, new people, new smells, new experiences, and new routines. Since that day, teachers like myself have dedicated our lives to teaching you. Letters and numbers, sure, a little bit of history here and there. But each class has brought with it a different way to learn, a different strategy. Each teacher had a different way of presenting it. Each subject had its own unique appeal, or lack thereof. I'm looking at you, science. So while you were learning to read and write, while you were learning to add and subtract, what you were really learning was about you, or more specifically, how you learn. I could walk around this room and ask each and every one of you, what was your favorite subject and what was the best activity in that class? Who was your favorite teacher and what made their teaching special? Who was your best friend and what was your favorite memory shared together? These are easy questions. These are questions that each and every one of you can answer, probably without AI. But it's these answers that tell me what you can really take away from your years at school. They tell me what your interests are. They tell me how you like to solve problems. They tell me what kind of person you look up to and how you like to be taught. They tell me who you choose to share your time with and how you like to unwind. It's these experiences that have built you into the person sitting here today. And it's these experiences that will help guide you forward. Up to this point, you've followed a narrow, linear path alongside your peers. But tomorrow, a new journey begins, one that opens in all directions. Mathematically, we like to call this domain and range of all real numbers, or in smaller circles, a domain expansion. With this freedom, I encourage each and every one of you to follow after your dreams. Big dreams, little dreams, it doesn't matter. As for the paths you take to achieve them, that choice is yours. There's so many different ways to get to any destination. So how you do it, that's all you. And maybe you don't get there immediately. And maybe you don't get there at all. Maybe you do get there and find out it's not where you wanted to be. And that's okay too. You see, failure has such a negative connotation to it. But it's through failure we continue to learn, continue to grow. It isn't something to be feared and avoided. It's something to be acknowledged, embraced, and absorbed. So never let the fear you won't be successful hold you back. Instead, use that knowledge. Find new ways. Forge new paths with your heads held high to get to where you want to go. On the other hand, you may find your way to your dream and have it be everything you wish for. This leads to new choices and new options, because once you've gotten everything you wanted, well, what's next to do? Well, to quote one of the greatest Disney heroes of all time, Eugene Fitzherbert, that's the good part, I guess. You get to go find a new dream. My challenge to you is to continue your educational journey throughout your life. Become a lifelong learner, as they say. Never settle, never fall stagnant, and never stop growing. I'd like to offer you one last bit of advice. Success in life is subjective. You, and only you, get to decide what that looks like. You get to choose how far you need to go and how high you need to set that bar. Happiness, as well, is a choice. These aren't treasures to be sought, bought, or achieved. They're simply things for you to experience. Every morning when you wake up, you get to make that decision. You can decide if you're going to face the day with a smile or let all of your worries drag behind you like so much dead weight. You get to decide if you're going to greet your fellows warmly or droop your head and hustle past, hoping nobody stops to ask you about your day. You get to decide if you're going to take another step towards that dream. It may be around the corner, it may be a speck on the horizon, but each step gets you just a little bit closer. And as we close today, let me say, I hope that when you leave here today, that you will choose to dream. I hope that you never choose to settle. I hope that you will choose kindness to yourself and others. I hope that you will choose happiness. And should you encounter those dark times, the ones where happiness and hope don't seem like options, I hope you choose to surround yourselves with people who will lift you up and carry you back to the light. And finally, should we meet again in the future, I hope you'll hold your hand high in the air. Maybe it's for a silly wave, maybe for a high five, or maybe you just want to turn in that really late assignment. Either way, I can't wait to hear about the choices that you've made or the places they've taken you. Thank you all so much for letting me be a guiding hand in your life. Congratulations, class of 2025. LaGrone Media Productions produced a video to capture what it means to be a part of the LaGrone Academy family. Please direct your attention to the screens at this time.
LaGrone has made a difference because it's a completely different environment.
Everyone likes the fact that they're here. They love the fact that they're here, and you can actually feel it. The teachers actually want to teach. The students actually want to learn, and staff are here to make everyone smile.
You can come to school with any issue at home, a school issue, work, and they'll help you. Whatever you need, they're here to listen. They're here to find a solution, and it's really comforting to know that I have adults that are in my corner that I can,
I mean, it's different in every way. The teachers are more interactive with you. The school is just filled with people that want to help you and support you, and I love that. You don't really get that. It's one of a kind.
Coming to an environment where everybody cares so much. The motto, "You are loved," it's not just a motto, it's an environment, it's a feeling, you know it.
Since coming to LaGrone my senior year, I felt like more than just a number or more than just a butt in a seat. I actually want to show up to the classes that I'm going to. The teachers care that I'm there. The people in the class care that I'm there. And I'm learning stuff that I want to learn is going to impact me in my future.
I've definitely learned to connect with people better and build more healthier relationships here rather than at my old school. I feel like I came here just with so much baggage almost. I came here and I was dang, I'm just gonna go here, I'm gonna get my work done, it's just so like, you can't keep to yourself. Like, people here are just so like genuinely wanting to know you and like be friends with you no matter like what happened and like who you've been in the past.
It makes me more loving and caring and willing to help someone than just being like, I'm there and then gone. You know, it's like, you know, I want to know people, I want to get to, you know, help them, everything like that. And it's just the fact that, you know, I always felt loved here, always felt welcomed.
Somebody I would like to thank for a great year is Mr. Jones. I love the way he just makes students feel welcome no matter what background, no matter anything. He's just my favorite teacher at LaGrone.
I want to thank Mr. Grubbs from last year. He just made math like very, very creative, and I just love the way he teached it. And also I would like to thank Ms. Goldie, amazing teacher as well. She accepts all of her students no matter who they are.
I would like to thank Chef Cook and the culinary department. They have done an awesome job all year. I just wish that they would know just how utterly grateful I am for them, as they have continuously inspired me to stand up for myself and be more confident in the kitchen.
I really want to thank Mr. Wright.
And I also want to thank Mr. Wright for being one of the best teachers here at LaGrone. I think his first year here has been amazing.
I want to thank Andy Parker. That's my best friend. My best friend Joanne for going through high school with me, because it hasn't always been great, but she makes it better.
I would like to thank like the counselors, like Miss Reyes and Miss Williams. They really helped me out this year, and it was nice, you know, going to their offices and kind of just talking with them. Mr. Reyes too. He's really easy to talk to.
Mr. Peterson. He's not my teacher, but you know, I usually see him in the hallways and boosts. He helps me with my confidence and just school in general.
I'm definitely going to shout out Miss Scott. She was truly an amazing person and is an amazing teacher. And just be able to bring out the brightness of me and being able to include me in everything that she knows I'm good for.
Oh, I do want to thank Miss Moore, because I feel like she's just done so much for the school. Like, I always see her like ripping and running and just doing like everything to just like make all the seniors have like a great senior year. She's so intentional with like how she treats her students, and I love that about her.
I'd like to thank Mr. L. I mean, I had struggles in the beginning of the year, but he supported me and stuck with me throughout everything, and I just want to thank him for that.
I want to thank Mr. Borland for coming over to my previous school and telling me about LaGrone.
Who I want to thank for everything would be the entire LaGrone staff. Every single one has always had a smile on their face. They're always willing to help me, and everyone else too. They're always welcome, always happy, always making you feel loved, and I thank them all for that. Very blessed to have them.
Please join me in welcoming back to the podium LaGrone Academy Principal Marcus Borland.
It is an amazing day to celebrate these incredible students and their achievements. Graduation has always been an exciting day for each of my over 20 years in education and working with high school students. It is truly a culmination of a lot of hard work over many years. This is like education's version of the Super Bowl. Everything in our journey has led up to this day. I have to say, of all the classes I've supported over the years, the class of 2025 has been the one that I have had close to my heart for over 18 years. We're all taking bets on if I can get through without crying at some point during this speech. But because this morning, I'm not just your principal, but I'm also a parent. There's a Borland that's walking the stage with this group. So parents and guardians, I am empathetic to your journey as never before and sharing your joy and emotions in a whole new way. We worked hard at LaGrone to build a place that does more than just deliver curriculum. We have believed in respecting every student, appreciating the uniqueness in each of you, and some of you are very, very unique. We've strived to prepare you not just for what's next, be it school, college, or career, but the moments in your life where You just don't know things are going to go as planned. We strive to teach you to think critically, to question with purpose, to listen deeply, and above all, to understand your worth and the love that surrounds you. Now, as you prepare to take the next steps, I want you to reflect on a simple but powerful truth. We are all shaped by the people who pour into us. Those who teach not just the content, but character. Those who showed up with heart and compassion to guide your future. Their fingerprints are on your story and forever leave evidence of the impact in your lives. Today, you will find in your graduation packet a card like this that has a heart on it. The heart depicted is made entirely of the fingerprints of LaGrone teachers and staff. It represents and serves as a reminder. I'm good. I have a team that says I can't look at them. All right, serves as a reminder of the mark they've made on your life. The mark of encouragement, of patience, of showing up day after day, not just because it's a job, but because you matter. LaGrone staff, would you please stand? Thank you for being the kind of educators who seek excellence in learning, but also see past the grades and assignments to the heart of the student. Thank you for investing in these young adults for all the right reasons. I truly believe there is no finer team than this one. You have not just taught students, you've helped prepare them for what's next, served as an example and transformed their lives. Thank you guys very much. Students, it's your turn to help me out with this one. It's time to recognize our parents and guardians and family members of these students here. If you guys could stand up just for a second. Graduates, join me in giving them a round of applause for helping you get to this place. Students, you've been supported, cheered on, sometimes disciplined for accountability, cared for, loved through your journey to make it to today. These parents, guardians, and family, thank you so much for your tireless work and investment to prepare these students. To our graduates, it has been a pleasure to call you students, but even more than that, it's been a pleasure to call you family. And family you will remain. All right. We're good. Our hope is that what you experienced at LaGrone is more than a school. We hope that it felt like training to leave your own positive mark. Now go out and do that. Find the people and moments that inspire you and be that for others. The world doesn't need more of the same. It needs you and your exact fingerprint, making a difference in the ways only you can. Analyze what you appreciate and do that. Think of who you admire and be that. And when the world tries to shape you into something like choosing average, resist that. Be deliberate in your endeavors. Be bold in your approach and hold tight to what is right, even when it's not easy. And if you forget everything I've said, hold on to the last thing. Remember at LaGrone, all right. Congratulations to this class of 2025. It is now time to recognize the class of 2025. Graduates, please stand. Dr. Hobart Ibarra and Board of Trustees, I proudly present to you the LaGrone Academy graduating class of 2025 and hereby recommend them that they are certified for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Borland. I hereby certify that these students have met all local and state requirements for graduation. Therefore, it's with great pleasure that I accept these graduates on behalf of our Board of Trustees for the awarding of diplomas. Would the class of 2025 please come forward to receive your diplomas?
Demi Morgan Seiler. Lillian Rose Larimore. Ruth Paola Acosta Manzanares. Olivia Isabella Nicole Ammons. Braylon James Barnett. Karen Keziah Benavides. Elijah David Berry. Josiah Tamarius Beverly. Jayan Ashish Bhakta. D'Artagnan Aiden Bickle. Chloe Joe Blackwell. Cassandra Guadalupe Boley. Miranda Elizabeth Bonilla Aquino. Jameson Shanette Boone. Noah Donovan Borland. Claire Lene Bowens. Logan Paul Brown. Mark Isaiah Brown. Joseph Patrick Bryant Chamberlain. Elizabeth Jade Busich. Michaela Ryan Busich. Joanne Isabel Cabrera Torres. Jaden Douglas Cantrell. Samantha Cardona. Abby Carr. Oscar Glenn Clark III. Shanariana Marie Clark. Nevaeh Janan Coleman. Sydney Joe DeQuisto. Andre Kirk Montuerto Daulo. Sean Montrell Davis Jr. Tanner Nathaniel Davison. Natalie Nicole Encio. Diego Esquivel. Ainsley Anne-Marie Evenson. Adela Michelle Fuentes. Luis Manuel Gonzalez. Jana Diane Marie Grimm. Otis Diego Gutierrez. James Douglas Harper. Mitchell Carson Hatch. Dylan Thomas Hebig. Catherine Anaí Hernandez Rosero. Miguel Angel Herrera. Danae Stephanie Hogg. Hannah Bell Holzer. And Leslie Cisney Jimenez. Trent Robert Jones. Nadia Marie Cameron. Gisela Marie Kennard. Mercedes Janae King. Rydell Everett Kirkendall. Christian Jose Ledesma. Savannah Renee Levy. Amani Drew Louder. Rodolfo Marquez Ramirez. Julian Sheena Mayaka. Cameron Alexander Mays. Tayshawn Amari McAdams. Hannah Grace McCormick. Gannon Brody McAvoy. Jacob Joseph McAvoy. Maxwell Sean McFall. Kennedy Ray Meads. Damian Allen Mendoza Hernandez. Sofia Izel Meza. Ella Grace Mills. Wantam Lavelle Montgomery II. Rowan Edward Morgan. William Morin. Mackenzie Nicole Nelson. Colby Thomas Norman. Palmer Joseph Nuskowski. Jamie Rosalie O'Neill. Afoma Chinaza Okoye. Andy Elizabeth Parker. Addison Leanne Peck. Jason Giovanni Pineda Garcia. Christian Glenn Powell. Eleanor Elizabeth Pulliver. Naomi Natalie Ramos Munoz. Liam Jack Randall. Kinsey Leanne Robertson. Matthew Michael Ruthier. Eleanor Maya Rowe. Ryan Andrew Scott. Aspen Naraya Sherman. Davian Daquan Simmons. Kian Joshua Smart. Angela Alicia Torres. Tiffany Tovar. James Ronald Eric Ulrich. Yanar Osue Arcia Varela. Frankie Wadsworth. William Robert Wallace. Christian Drake White. Aiden Williams. Kayla Ansley Wolverton.
All right, at this time I'd like to invite Abby Carr, 2025 Student Council Secretary. Please come forward for the changing of the tassel.
Fellow graduates of class of 2025, please stand and join me in moving our tassels from right to left.
All right, as graduates remain standing, to conclude the ceremony, we would like to present to you the LaGrone Academy alma mater. The words can be referenced in your commencement program today. At this time, please stand, everyone, for the playing of the LaGrone Academy alma mater. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the class of 2025 LaGrone Academy.